Welcome to Honest Whispers Unboxing and Inspection. On this video, I'll be unboxing and inspecting Women of the DC Universe, Series 1, Donna Troy Wonder Girl Bust. Released by DC Direct on August 29th, 2007, limited edition of 6,000. This bust is number 3,241 out of 6,000. Approximately 5.875 inches tall, designed by Adam Hughes and sculpted by John G. Matthews. I only opened this once when I bought this back in 2007. Had it in storage ever since, so I haven't opened or seen it for 13 years. This one, even though it's Series 1, they did change the box a little bit. They did add a little tab here. Just gonna go ahead and open it. As you can see, this side of the tab, there's a bit of a gap. This side is nicely in flat, so I'm gonna use the part with the little gap. Just use my nail, pull it out a little bit. Once I'm able to grab it, I just pull it out. That way I don't damage the box. And on this one, slide it out carefully. I do see that there's a fold here on that tab. That's usually because before it's flattened out, somebody had it slightly lifted like this and then closed it. So I could even see a little dent right there. So I'm gonna make sure the flaps are at least pointing straight up, that way it doesn't get caught or in the way. And then as you pull it out, it's just gonna fold open anyways. So let me go ahead and close this box. I'll slide it in carefully. That way no new damages are made. So this one, it's not labeled top or bottom. There is a difference in the sizes, and I would assume the thinner part is the top, but just from experience I have a feeling that the skinny part is the bottom. So I'm gonna lay that flat here, and usually doesn't matter. I mean, even if it's whatever side, these foam protectors tend to keep them protected and won't rattle inside the foam protector. So with here, rather than just sliding the knife in through the crease where you might possibly damage it, usually I'll look for like a little wrinkle here, like a little crease, and then what I'll do is try to use my fingernail to kind of peel a part out. If it's too small, I'll use the tip of the knife carefully, that way I could just put it in, pull the tape out a bit. That way once I could get my finger tucked in, I just kind of peel it out and just make one little slit like that. So after I make that slit, I'll go ahead and split the tape. That way I could pretty much just peel it off like that. And of course, if there's a little piece left over, I'll just probably start right here since it's already open, and then peel the rest open. Okay, so here you go. Let's see if I was right, and there it is. So the thicker part was the top. As you can see, this is the Donna Troy bust in the original plastic bag. You can see a lot of the there's not too much creases on the bag, so you can see that it wasn't really open. So I'm just going to be careful here. It doesn't look like there's any fragile pieces that I might have to worry about other than the lasso. So it looks like they had it wrapped so that they protect the lasso without wrapping it over it. Okay, the base seems a bit unstable. So it tends to be leaning forward. Now here's the bottom. It does have the same title, logo, well, not really logo, but the title, wording, and then it's hand numbered as well. Now it does stand, but I feel like, yeah, it's gonna tip over a bit. Let me see if I could find a... Looks like I'm gonna have to use the little groove there in the slanted area. So let me see if I could center this real quick. No, I don't want this to fall when I spin this. So a little test here. Pretty stable. I could tell you on something flat like this, yeah, it's still kind of, you could see that it can't even stand on its own power. I try to be gentle with it. So this one, I'm seeing that the felt, the positioning of the felt, it kind of leaves the top part or the front part where it kind of, you could see how, you know what, you can't see the bottom from there. So let me show you from here. So right there, you could see how it's not fully flat on the felts. You know what I mean? Like the felt as in these little, I don't know, it feels like foam kind of, not actually felt. So, I mean, it stands on its own, but you could see that it's leaning forward. So I'm having a little bit of an issue with that. So something like this may stand up on its own perfectly, but maybe a bang to the table. I hate to test it on a statue or a bust, but there it is. So even a small earthquake will probably knock this over. So a little bit displeased about the stability. I think they could have maybe been a little bit more strategic on the placement of the little padding, the foam padding. I would have maybe put it right here on the tip, top part, and this one is just slightly off, but I would have moved it more on the edge of the front part. That way it would have probably created a little bit more balance. Well, of course, when I'm positioning it this way, it seems fine. So let me go ahead and see if I could find the, oh, you know what, I'm gonna try to use this again, because it was stable on the outer ring. So okay, so to give a better look, a close-up, I like the overall look. Face is pretty nice. Let me turn this. I like the hair, the lasso. I mean, it is a metal wire, so you could see how certain areas right there is kind of bent. It's not like a perfect curve. Not that bad. I mean, doesn't bother me, but I wish it could have been a little bit more straight. I love the costume. This is one of my favorite Wonder Girl costumes, or at least Donna Troy costume, since there is a third one, or a second Wonder Girl, or technically third if you, the original Wonder Girl is supposed to be a younger Wonder Woman, but later on they kind of meshed that together basically and separated the two beings. The back looks great overall. Paint job, sculpt, so no damages I could see or any kind of blemishes. But a lot of nice details. So very happy with it. Wish it was a little bit more stable, but beyond that, I like the overall look. And yeah, just if you're a Wonder Girl fan or even a Wonder Woman fan, I would definitely recommend this. So here we go, one more turn. With the focus kept on, and then let's go with the frontal look right here. Okay, well, there you have it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, continue reading the King James Version Bible and eat your vitamin C's daily.